Hello everyone, I'm Leon Thomas. I'm obviously doing something different this week. That's why I'm talking to you in front of the camera instead of what I normally do, just sitting here reading from teleprompter software. The summer movie season is typically dominated by big, explodey action movies that cost $100 million or more, special effects, just tiger punching you in the face, ejaculating fireworks, all that. And this summer was no different, except for all the reasons that it was. With maybe two glaring exceptions, I thought the big blockbustery action movies this summer were bad. And the non-action movies, the stuff you can find any other time of the year, serious dramas, comedies, thrillers, all that, they were really impressive and on point. So let's go through all the big movies I saw this summer one by one, and I think you'll see what I mean. We'll start with the aforementioned popcorn action stuff that was good. Mad Max Fury Road. If the summer blockbuster season really starts in May, then this film, debuting in May, first kicked it off for us. It was just an incredible action film, plastered with excellent stunts and eye-bursting visuals. It was great. It's only August as of this recording, but I would say this is one of the best movies of the year. Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, the second great action film of the summer. Just martial arts action from a 53-year-old man. With the possible exception of Jackie Chan, I firmly believe Tom Cruise is the best of the aging action stars. He's so spry, and he does virtually all of his stunts. And it shows because nothing looks too fakey. You believe in its world. And now the rest. Avengers Age of Ultron. It was fine. The scene with the Avengers all trying to lift Mjolnir, a thing of beauty. Captain America cussing, hysterical. Everything else, run-of-the-mill PG-13 action schlock. The Iron Man Hulk fight dragged on forever, and I thought the action in the movie was just forgettable. I liked the romantic subplot. A lot of people didn't. I liked it. I would have liked to have seen more of that, but instead we got a bunch of cameos and not at all fleshed out new characters. This wasn't bad, but it was just a middling effort, especially after Avengers 1. AntMan, the same. I feel almost exactly the same as I do with Avengers 2. I will say this: young Michael Douglas is voodoo. So beyond that, a comedy wasn't really that funny, and the action wasn't that great because there were limited stakes. I just thought it was unimpressive. It was just another movie, another Marvel movie, and I'm not satisfied with okay anymore. I have a bias. I have succumbed to a hero movie fatigue. Superhero movie fatigue. Terminator Genesis. If young Michael Douglas was voodoo, and that was the height of Ant-Man, then young Arnold was just another thing that happened in the movie. It didn't look good. You know, it just didn't. And if you can't do that well, don't do it. The plot was everywhere. There was zero chemistry between the two non-Arnold leads. There were moments of joy, but they were buried underneath so much dirt. Jurassic World. Alright, if the human plot of Jurassic Park was Dr. Grant realizing that maybe he wanted children after all, then the human plot of Jurassic World was about Claire learning what it truly means to be an ant. She's the superhero sister of someone who procreated. She is Ant-Man. I hated that. I hated the movie was basically just punishing her for not being maternal enough. You know what? Some people don't want kids. Some people want an awesome career creating dinosaurs using super science. It's not her responsibility to keep up with her sister's offspring. But that's not even my main problem. That's just a thing. Everything looked bad. None of it made sense. The heroes was boring. The villains' motivations were preposterous. I may have to do an entire episode of Renegade Cut dedicated solely to this movie. And now, arguably, the better non-action stuff. Trainwreck. Funny, smart, engaging, excellent use of John Cena. I liked the first hour when it was a comedy a lot more than the second hour when it was a romantic comedy. But you know what? Overall, solid film. I think I prefer almost any episode of Inside Amy Schumer to the movie, but that speaks more to the perfection of the show more than the flaws of the film. I did not care for the grand gesture to win back the love at the end. I feel like that's been done a million times. I don't watch rom-coms, and I still feel like I've seen that a million times. Spy. Maybe not as heartfelt as Trainwreck, but definitely funnier and with fewer weak spots. This gives me a lot of hope for Ghostbusters, as it will be directed by the same man and starring the same woman. I could have done without the implication that being catcalled is ever a compliment, but besides that, I have no real beef with anything in this movie. It's just hysterical from front to back, and I'm really glad Melissa McCarthy is becoming a big star. She's a great talent. Inside Out. Pixar is back. I thought Brave had structural problems, and apparently that was because of some very real internal issues. I had no interest in seeing Cars 2 or Monsters University, but I hear mostly bad things. But this is what I want from a Pixar movie, and it delivered. It's funny, it's child-friendly, but not dumbing itself down. It teaches important lessons. Inside Out lets youngsters feel comfortable with their emotions and lets us know that not everything can be solved with smiling. Sadness is a key ingredient to a complete person. The film gets that. I thought it was excellent, and I am still not over Bing Bong. The Gift. You know, there aren't a lot of great, straight-up thrillers anymore. I mean, action movies have thrills, horror movies have thrills, but I mean Basic Instinct kind of thrillers, Hand That Rocks the Cradle, Single White Female, that sort of thing. The Gift feels like that sort of movie, but with a great conscience to it. Explaining what I mean would involve spoilers, and I don't want to do that. I will only say that I was tense throughout the whole thing, from the earliest scenes until the end. Chances are good you probably haven't seen it yet. Go see it. Right now. Just do it. And my favorite movie of the summer, Magic Mike XXL. Absolutely. I don't know if there exists another film that is as purely fun as this one. The great thing about Magic Mike XXL is that it fulfills the promise of the first film. Like the first film, the trailer made it look like it was going to be a lot of beefcake and cheesy nonsense. Showgirls, but with men. But no, serious film, Soderbergh. There are funny moments and dances, but it's pretty heavy. Good movie. Magic Mike XXL is the prophecy fulfilled, as we get a lot more beefcake and cheesy nonsense. It's put together really well. I don't mean to say it's a stupid movie. It's good. It's genuinely good, and I love me some Tarzan. That's it. Thanks for watching. If you didn't see a movie listed here, it means I haven't seen it yet. You don't have to ask. No, I will never see Minions or Fantastic Four. Ever. If you like this episode or my regular analysis episodes, please consider donating to my Patreon. That's how all of this happens.